Hi everyone, hope you're having a great day today. Today is Sunday for me, so this is like a weird filming day. I don't film on weekends, so you're lucky. So Halloween's coming and you think, what should I do as a Halloween face? You could just make one up, and that's pretty much what I'm doing today. I'm just making it up as I go along. But I do have a clear goal in mind. I do want a crying sort of face, crying, scary looking face, but it's also kind of pretty in a way. It's hard to explain, but when we get there I'll explain. So I know that I haven't done a tutorial in so many months. It's just that I've found that when filming these are the most hard ones to film, and trying to get them out there and all that is just, oh, it's so hard. So I'm only doing this for Halloween for you guys out there, and I hope you enjoy another monster makeup, because I still do these from time to time. It's just special occasions and things like that that I actually do them. So I don't do them often, just every so often when I feel the spirit to do so. So yeah, I hope you enjoy and I hope you like it, and so let's start, everybody. Okay. So the thing we always start with, I'm gonna start with a blank canvas this time, because I don't want my skin color showing through, because I want this to be a sickly, ghostly looking face. So even though it already is, because, well, look at my face. OMG. So we're gonna start with the white, like always, and we're going to be patting that on my face, and I will be powdering it in like always. As everyone's ever seen my videos, you'd know that I do that. And yes, I will be speeding it up because, well, everyone likes me seeing choke on baby powder and everything in the fast, because I've seen people laugh at me that before. So yeah, let's do that, shall we? Here we go. Okay, powder time. So here is my brush. Here is my baby powder in my hairspray tin, container I had. So here we go. I know this is the one that everyone seems to love me doing. So, oh, also before I start powdering my face, I forgot to tell everyone to prime your face, to prime it and make sure that you have had a skin moisturizer or a barrier cream right underneath your underneath this. I do that always before I start, so always have that underneath, so that when you go to wipe all this crap off, it's easier to wipe off. Okay? Also protecting your skin. because this stuff on your face can also hurt. Okay, here we go. Powder face time. So the reason why I powder my face is because the makeup I just put on the white, and also to accentuate that I'm wearing white. Not only that, but it also makes my face feel like it's like I can move my face naturally, but also keeps your makeup on. Even you can sweat through your makeup and it'll still be there, which is really fantastic because the powder will soak up that sweat and will keep your makeup looking fresh, which is also a bonus. So yeah, this is what this does. So always handy to know. Okay, so now that I've powdered my face, even if I do a different color, it still has to be white powder, but then you can just brush it off to the point that you like it. I'm just sort of brushing the excess off. Okay, so now we've done that, now I can sort of outline what I want to do. Okay, so I wanted to make something look really good. Like I wanted to have like a sort of skeleton face, but not at the same time have a skeleton face. So I think I'll start with sort of eyeshadow, because I always find that if I have eyeshadow, it's kind of like framework for the rest of what I want to do, and then I can line everything and fix everything. So I'm going to start with that, and I'm going to go with maybe the grayish black here, or the black, and I'm going to shadow up here because I want that effect of having like skeleton eyes, but down here I just want shadowing. I don't want black eyes completely because I still want to look feminine and look like a woman. So yeah, okay. So here we go. Okay, I'm going to use this black here, I've decided, because I don't want it too black, but I don't want it too grey either. So using my brush, an eyebrow, eye shadow brush. Okay, here we go. So I'm using this colour, and I'm just going to put this in. And then feather it out, hopefully, up here. So that like it's darker here, but then lighter as it comes out because I'm feathering it out. And I will do the same on the other side. Sort of following my brow bone up here, following it along and just sort of circling it along up here like that. So I don't want it completely black, but I also want this sort of greyish like tone to it as well. So I'm happy with how that looks at this current time until I fiddle. But yeah, I'm happy with that. Sort of shadowing and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my this brush here, this little sort of rounded tippy sort of brush. I really like it. It's kind of broken, but I like having it without the handle. It just seems to be easy to apply and to push makeup into my skin. It's just easier. Okay, so I'm going to put shadowing into this to make it look all like skeletonally kind of, but I'm gonna like put here like this, and this helps feather things out. I'll rub there to feather it out also, because it's a bit too heavy. Same with, I'm using the grey here on my palette, the grey. So I'm just getting the grey here and pushing it up near my brow, but not on my brow, because I want to colour my brow the colour of my hair. You could do that also, just colour the brow the colour of your hair, which I'm about to do in a minute. So pushing that up, pushing that up, pushing that up. Doing that. Putting that there like that. Sort of shadowing what I kind of want up there. So it kind of looks like that at the moment. I know there's a lot of black on my face at the moment, but don't worry, it'll make sense. Okay, so then I want to put some grey, so I'm going to change up my brush. I'll change it to a smaller little tiny makeup brush, this one. If you can see, I'll better do that so you can see it right there. Okay, alright, so I'm using that one, and I'll probably use the same grey again on my palette, which I'm running out, as you can see. Okay, which I'll probably have to buy a new palette soon. Okay, so I want to put some shadowing underneath here. Doesn't matter if you mess up. Just a little bit, not so much, and then rub it with your finger as to not have it too heavy. Under your eye as well, and then rub with your finger to make it so heavy, make it shadowed. And I'm happy with that so far. See, I don't want it too heavy, I don't want it to make it look like that. So, also, with my same brush, I'm going to clean it off because I don't want black on there. Just with a tissue or a makeup wipe, however you feel. Okay. Now, I'm going to grab the purple. Since the colour of my hair is purple at the moment, you might want to go for the colour hair that you actually are. And at the moment I am currently purple and turquoise, but I'm just going to go for the purple since it's the main colour of my hair. And I'm going to colour in my eyebrows as usual. Like, colour it in how you always colour in your eyebrows, with eyebrow pencil or a eyebrow powder, etc. I just like using eyeshadow because I find eyeshadow is more definitive, especially you can control the brush yourself. You can use eyebrow pencils, I'm not a fan, but I always use eyeshadow. I don't know why you should go out and buy expensive eyebrow paint unless you really, unless it's raining or something, etc. But I don't understand why. Like, I'd rather use just eyeshadow, it works just as well. So here we go. Ready? Just gonna colour my eyes in the colour that my hair is. So it comes in like that. I'm gonna use purple here again. So I'm just going to rub that in so it's not as definitive, because sometimes the purple can be a bit too striking. I might add some more on the other side. Okay, rub off the tip part because sometimes I go a little too much. Okay. So now I've got purple eyebrows. which I'm okay with. It's a little thick on this side, but because it's a Halloween makeup, it can look a bit outrageous. But if I was doing this as my normal makeup, which I do sometimes add purple to my eyebrows just to make them look a bit like I match my own self, I do, because I don't want to dye my eyebrows, because I've heard horror stories of people dyeing their eyebrows and them falling out, and I really don't want to do that. So I just add eyeshadow to my eyebrows to match my hair. Simple, right? Okay, so that's done now. Okay, the next bit I want to do, I might want to add some dark shadowing to my cheeks to make it look like I'm kind of dead. So I was going to add like scars and things, and I thought, no, I'm going to have something that I'm not telling you right now until I do it. I'm going to have something bloody anyway, so I don't think adding scars is going to be anything. So yeah. So I thought I'd add shadowing. So I'm going to add shadowing to that. So I'm going to use this brush yet again, this one here. Okay, so I'm going to use that one, and I'm going to use like maybe a different type of grey, like a grey blue. See, I've got this palette here, and I think I'm going to go for this bluey grey here. You can see how that works on my skin. Let's see how it might be a bit, oh no, it might be alright. It's bluey grey, and I'd like to use it on my skin. So here we go. Okay. So I'm going to, actually before I do that, I think I might draw it out first because it might help me out. So I'm going to use just an eyeliner pencil, just a little eyeliner pencil that I have. Okay, and I like to wet the tip of mine. You don't have to, and I think it's gross, but that's what I do. Okay, so I'm going to quickly line out really lightly on my face what I want, where I want it shadowed and where I don't want it shadowed on my face. So I just want a little U shape, and I want it like shadowed towards the end, but I want it around here. Okay, so I want the shadow here and a shadow here to make it look like sort of like dead sort of look. But then I'm gonna like shadow around here and more shadowing around the top of my nose here. Okay, let's do that, because I was gonna go for the black nose, but I don't know, it might be too much. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna get that grey blue right here, and I'm gonna start shadowing in, and I'm gonna start darker towards here, darker here, and then blend it out. Bit just on your chin around here. And kind of look like a dude. So we're gonna add some things. I have some blush right here in my old palette. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to grab this here, this just sort of little brush here, and I'm just gonna grab a little bit of pink. I'm gonna grab that above here, as we need to show that, you know, I am still a girl. And I'm gonna have a little bit of red and a little bit of red around here. Because this will make it more apparent. Okay. Happening. Okay, so now I'm going to put on some lipstick. Okay, any old lipstick is fine, whatever color you like. I'm going for a red because I think red looks really good. So I'm going to do that now. I know you can lip line, but I don't like lip liner. So you can lip line if you want, just however you regularly do your lipstick. Okay, here we go. And then I'm going to do my mascara like how I ordinarily do my mascara, so there's no trick or anything like that. Sometimes too, if your lipstick is a little too bright and you want to make it look a bit more spooky, I take one of these brushes here, like a little lip brush, get a little bit of the grey that I was using before. Just add a little bit of black eyeshadow to your lipstick. Okay. Okay, and then rub. Just sort of repeat that process till you get to what you want. Just press together like that, and it kind of looks a bit tricky. Like that. Okay. So it's a little bit black and a little bit not. So you got that whole like red thing happening for you, but then also a little bit of black in there, so it looks really spooky. Okay, and then clean that brush off. So don't forget to clean your brushes as you go. So that's worked out perfect. Okay, now I can see. Okay, so now my face looks like this, which is kind of what I wanted, but kind of not. But it's okay, because the next step is going to be a little tricky. What you have to do is, see, I'm going to be someone who's crying blood. So in order to cry blood, I've got this special little bottle of blood here. And my bottle of blood is a really special kind. It actually squirts blood, but it doesn't spray blood, it squirts it. So it's got a little jet that squirts out, so it makes it look like I'm crying blood. I'm happy to have this little bottle actually. I got this from a costume store. It cost me all over $2. And yeah, if you spray it, it just waters down. It's really funky, and I'm glad I have this contraption. If you don't, you can always just buy some blood in a little vial here, which I have tons of these little vials of blood here, and it comes out, and it's very, it works exactly like blood. It's congealed, and it's just like real blood. I highly recommend this as well. These little vials of blood are really, really cool. Fake blood, this is not real blood, and it's really cool, and I really like it. So if you want blood to work the way it needs to, like makes it look sticky and oozy and gooey, this is your stuff. I got this also from a costume store. It cost me $4 a little bottle. I really like it, and as I said, it has the same consistency as if you had like a bloody contusion or a scar or whatever you need it for to go over latex or etc. It is pretty funky, oozy crap, but I love it. Okay, so, or even if in a pinch, blood, if you grab this, and a little bit of baby oil, I think, and you rub them together, and you can also get away with paint as blood as well. Okay, it's face paint. This is proper face paint. This is not this is face paint. It's not anything else. So use face paint, use face friendly products. Do not use anything that's not face friendly, because you don't want to poison yourself. I know a lot of people use acrylic. That's usually for canvases, not for your skin, and can cause different sort of chemical reactions on your face. You can end up with chemical pimples and things like that. It's really gross. This stuff I put on my face is for my face, is for like proper person consumption. So please make sure you do that, because I don't want you seeing getting poisoning on Halloween. So okay, get proper face stuff, people. Okay. Okay, so this again, this little blood thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to squirt the blood on my face, and hopefully it'll drip down, but I don't want it to drip all over my clothes. So I get a tissue and I hold the tissue under my face to make sure that if the blood drips, it blood drips into my tissue. Okay, so I'm going to grab another tissue because I don't feel safe with just one. Since I can't get that, I'll have to use this one. Okay, so I don't feel safe. Okay, now I feel safe. I feel a little bit more safer. Get the lid off. Okay, and I'm going to squirt this, and don't squirt this straight into your eye. So do close your eyes to make sure it doesn't go into your eye, and if it does, go and wash it out and go and seek medical attention. Just preface this, because this is for face consumption, but again, this probably gets in your eye and it really hurt. Okay, so I'm going to close my eye on this side so I can see what I'm doing, and I want to make this look more like I'm crying blood than anything else, and let it drip down my face, because I don't want it to look like any other thing, and just let it drip. Okay, so I blotted it on my face. You don't have to blot it, but I blotted it. So I'm happy with that. Feels like I've got a bloody runny nose, but I don't. Okay. You can let it drip, you can let it run down your face until it dries, but I blotted it for the fact I don't want it to run into my mouth or anything like that, even though it run past my mouth. But yeah, I'm happy with how that looks. So I've got a crying bloody face. So it also looks sort of like I've been crying, because if you blot it, it makes it look worse, like, you know, like you've really been crying blood. So I'm happy for that. And I'm going to do the other side and hopefully don't get it in my eye. Okay, so that's there like that. I'm happy. So let's see how the other side will work. Here we go. Here we go. Let's hope I don't get this on my clothes. Let's have this all out here like that. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I did that on that side. I'm just going to let it drip down. That looks really good. It looks so oozy. Okay, I'm going to put my blood away so that it's not dripping everywhere. Where's the lid? Okay. So I'm letting that blood drip down my face. See what I mean? Like, you could stuff up your makeup at the moment, it doesn't matter, because the blood will cover up the fact that you stuffed up, so it doesn't really matter. As long as you look like you're dying or you're dead, you're fine. See, a little bit of the blood got up here, but that gives you sort of credence as well. That looks like you've been crying, and there's a little bit of red blood there, so that's fine. So, yeah. But, yeah, this blood dripping down my face looks pretty cool. I think this one's going to be okay. I'm not going to blot this side because I think it looks alright. I think I'm just going to let it dry. I might blot this little bit here just in case it doesn't stop going down my face. But even what else would work as well, if you get those little water sprayer things from the supermarket or hair salon places or cheapy stores, the little sprayers, you can get little sprayers that, you know, with a spray and turn it to jet, and then do that with some fake blood that you make or you buy, etc. So that could be a thing. But I'm just glad I found this one day in a costume store, and I'm happy to have my little spray of blood. So I really like it, and it's good for these sorts of things. Now, I don't know if that's gonna go. It's gonna keep going. Ah. Okay, so I have to blot them because I don't want it to keep going down my face, which this one seems to keep going. I can feel them. So I have to blot them because I have to sort of do that. Okay, so now I'm happy with how the blood looks on my face. It kind of looks funny because I got some blood here and it's coming around my nose, so it looks like I got a bloody nose also, so it looks a bit weird. But the bloodier the better, I think. I can stop touching my face now. But the bloodier the better, I think. And I think this has turned out pretty well. And I pretty much like how it looks. So I kind of look the way I want, sort of spooky and dying and gaunt and oh my god. So I've hit my goal, and so I'm going to turn this into a crying bride sort of look. So I'm probably going to get like a sheet or something and make it look like I'm a crying bride, dying dead bride. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and hope the way I look and it looks okay. You can recreate this and use this for Halloween, and so this is my Halloween tutorial. I hope you guys like, and so the next time I'll be on here doing faces is whenever I feel like it again, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Mwah! Happy Halloween!